Welcome coders. From today onward, we are going to continue a new JavaScript series. It will be a complete journey on a step solution to understand everything. So first of all, we need to see what we are going to cover. So this is JavaScript Novice to Ninja on a step solution. So first of all, we'll discuss why we should learn JavaScript in 2025. Then we will cover these topics. So all W3 school and a lot of examples until we satisfied or understand. So we will cover everything in the W3 school. All of the topics we will cover, we will understand by coding from here and if needed in the VS Code. Okay, and to understand clearly, we will give lot of examples until we satisfy or completely understand. Okay. Then we will discuss about OOP, object-oriented in JavaScript. Then we will discuss JavaScript and advanced like closure, wasting, prototypes, proto, these keywords, execution context, higher order functions, asynchronous JavaScript, recursion, event loop, primitive badges, reference type, symbols, iterator, generator, JavaScript threads, event delegation, event propagation, memoization. Then we'll discuss about design patterns, data structure and algorithm with problem solving approach. So we'll learn some patterns to solve 90% lead code problems, modern JavaScript, interview questions and solutions, power of browser console, JavaScript frameworks, demystify by learning basics. So if you have good graphs in basics, so you can understand any framework or libraries. So it will not be a big deal for you because these basics are the building blocks of this framework or libraries. Then JavaScript best practices. So these are the prerequisites to learn this course. You need to have basic HTML and CSS. So first of all, we want to discuss why we should learn JavaScript in 2025. So learning JavaScript is still a great investment for developers, and here is why. Dominance in web development. JavaScript remains the backbone of web development with React.js, Next.js, Vue.js, Angular. Modern web applications heavily rely on it. If you wanna build web apps, JavaScript is essential. Then full stack development with Node.js. With Node.js, JavaScript enables full stack development, meaning you can build both the front end and the back end using a single language. This makes development faster and more efficient. I mean modern stack. So MongoDB, Express, Node.js, and React.js. So in the backend and front end, you can develop highly scalable application by JavaScript. Okay, libraries and frameworks. Next.js and modern frameworks. Next.js 15, Remix, Astro, and other frameworks make JavaScript and TypeScript the best choice for SEO friendly server-side render, static site generation, which is growing in demand. Demand in job market. JavaScript consistently ranks as one of the most in-demand programming languages. Companies and JavaScript developers, front-end, back-end, and even AI-based application. So you see, according to the developer survey 2024, they are saying that most popular technologies is JS. You see, as 2025 survey is yet to release, they naturally release the survey at the mid or the last of May. So 2024 is still relevant. Okay. So professional developer is liking JavaScript. You see, programming, scripting, and markup language. JavaScript has been a mainstay in the developer survey and on Stack Overflow since our first survey. The most popular programming language has been JavaScript every year. We have done the survey except for 2013 and 2014 when SQL was the most popular language. So it's the most choiceable programming language. Then database, PostgreSQL, cloud platform, web frameworks. You see, Node.js. This is by JavaScript, React, jQuery. So you see the JavaScript dominance: Angular, Express, Next.js, jQuery, React, Vue. So JavaScript is dominating. Okay, even by the professional developers. You see React.js, Node.js, jQuery, Angular, Next.js, Express, Vue.js. So a lot of JavaScript libraries. Solid.js. Okay, embedded technology. So JavaScript is dominating language for many years. Okay, so demand in the job market, then expanding beyond web app. JavaScript is used in, you can, if you are very familiar with JavaScript, you can go for mobile development, React Native for cross-platform apps, desktop apps, Electron JS for app like VS Code, Discord, game development, Phaser.js for browser-based games, AI and machine learning, TensorFlow.js for running ML, TensorFlow.js by Google. So you can use it over here if you wish. Integration with AI and Web3. JavaScript is increasingly used in AI with frameworks like TensorFlow.js. It's also a key player in Web3 development, blockchain application, and decentralized apps. Growing ecosystem and performance improvements. Modern improvements like BAN, faster than Node.js, Dino, secure runtime, WebAssembly, ACE, and computing makes JavaScript even more powerful. Great for beginner and experienced devs. Easy to start with, widely supported. Massive community support and resources. Works well with TypeScript, making large scale apps maintainable. Okay. So I have shown you the developer survey. So what the topics, basic topics we will cover. Asynchronous programming. Then there will be promise, async awaits, error handling, event loops, call stack, task queue, microtask, macrotask, web workers, so multi-threading in JavaScript, advanced functions like closure, carrying, memoization, higher order function, prototype and object-oriented programming. So there is two inheritance, prototype-based inheritance and class-based inheritance. From ES6 or ES5, they have the class-based inheritance. Okay, ES6 classes and the super keywords, these keywords, object creation patterns. So we will discuss about design patterns also. Then JavaScript engine and runtimes, how B8 engine and other JS engine works, how it collect garbage and compilation. Okay, optimization techniques for better engine performance, shadow realms and isolates, meta programming like reflect API, proxy based or advanced control. Then we will discuss functional programming, pure function and immutability, recursion. Then we will discuss about the memory management, garbage collection, memory leak, and how to prevent them. Then we will discuss advanced DOM manipulation, bomb manipulation. So all the topics are covered over here, most of the topics. And if the topics are not here, we will discuss from different sources. Then we will discuss about the networking and APIs, security, advanced error handling, web performance optimization, okay, real-time applications, TypeScript, advanced tooling. For TypeScript, we will create a different playlist, so you can learn from there. Advanced tooling, okay, ESLint custom role setting up webpack, etc. Web animation and graphics, internal nationalization, advanced testing, cutting edge features, okay. Then we will discuss about the object-oriented programming also. So basics of the object-oriented programming, what is OOP, core pillars of OOP, encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism, difference between class-based and prototype-based OOP, object and object literals, object methods, constructor function, okay, prototype and prototypal inheritance, what is prototype, understanding the prototype chain, creating prototypes, overriding prototypes method. Then ES6 classes, class-based object-oriented programming, defining a class using class keyword, constructor method, instance method. Then we will discuss about the encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, static method and properties, factory function, singleton pattern, mixin, multiple inheritance, ES6 modules and OOP, OP design pattern in JavaScript, like factory pattern, constructor pattern. We'll discuss a lot of design patterns, okay? Then error handling, try catch, extended errors, memory management, okay? JavaScript OOP based practices. Then advanced topics like metaprogramming in OOP using proxy and reflect, dynamic property access, symbol properties in object, decorator function in OOP, event driven OOP with observer pattern, okay? And we'll discuss the symbol iterator generator, lot of closer, lot of topics, okay? So it will be a wonderful journey. So stay tuned, stay connected. So this will be a honest solution. And if you have a good control over basics, so you can understand by reading the documentation of any framework or libraries. Okay, stay tuned, stay connected. I'll see you soon. So we'll start from w3school. So here is a nice format. If the topics are not covered here, we'll discuss from different sources, but this will be a honest of solution. So first of all, JS Home, what it is saying, JavaScript is the world's most popular programming language. I have shown you in the Stack Overflow Developer Survey. So JavaScript is the programming language of the web. JavaScript is easy to learn. So it's the mother language of the web. Okay. So that's why it is very popular. JavaScript is easy to learn. This tutorial teaches you how JavaScript from basic to advanced. Okay, so example of each chapter with the try it yourself editor you can edit. This is that much nothing. My first JavaScript, it's printing date over here. Okay, so on click demo. Demo means this. So if I change the name, say my name, I have to give Shakil over here. Then it will work. So document get element by ID, it's calling this ID. Get element by ID. Okay, so it's calling the ID. So if ID mismatch, say it will not work. It's not working as it is mismatched. Here is Shakil, here is Shaki. So if I give L over here, it will work, and it has the instruction. No worries, if you don't understand, I will, as this is very basic, I will use VS Code to make you understand clearly by more explanation, by more examples. Okay, so this is date. Okay, so if I click, I will get the date. So this is the date function. We'll get it later. If you don't understand, no worries. So this is on click method, document get element by ID. It's catching the ID, this ID. Okay, okay, and printing the today's date time. Okay, use the menu. No, it's not for. So what? Why study JavaScript? JavaScript is one of the three languages all web developers must learn. HTML. So these are the prerequisites I have told you earlier. You have to have basic understanding of HTML, CSS, and we are discussing about JavaScript. Okay, there is nothing to mention over here. So introduction, JavaScript is the programming language of the web. It can update and change both HTML and CSS. So it can update or change HTML or CSS. It can calculate, manipulate, or validate data. So it can calculate, manipulate, or validate data. Okay. Why study JavaScript? JavaScript is one of three languages all web developers must learn: HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. JavaScript to program the behavior of the web pages. JavaScript can change HTML content. One of many JavaScript HTML methods is get element by ID. This example below finds an HTML element, ID demo, and change the element inner HTML to hello JavaScript. Okay. So this is the button. This is the button, and if I click me, it's get element by ID. So it's receiving this ID and hello JavaScript. Hello JavaScript. It's changing. So what it is saying, JavaScript can change HTML element. So it's changing HTML element. So previously it was sorry, this one. So previously it was JavaScript can change HTML content. So when I click, this text disappear and this text will appear. Okay, so they are receiving the ID by get element by ID. So if I change this name, so there is ID mismatch, so it will not work. It's not working. So what I need to do, I need to provide Shakil over here, then it will work. So they are changing the HTML element. Okay, JavaScript accept both double and single quote. So JavaScript accept both single and double quote. It doesn't make any problem or changes. So you can use single quote or double quote, no problem. So here they're using single quote and double quote. So you can use anything else. So JavaScript can change HTML attributes also, not only the elements, but also they can change the attributes also. They can change the attribute values. Okay. So it's light earning. What is happening over here? It is basically two images are triggering. When I click, this is turn on the light, turn on the light. This is a different image, and turn off the light. This is a different image. Okay, turn off the light. You see, pick. You see, this is one image, one, and this is another image. So it's like a magic. Okay, nothing else. So two different images are propagating to two different times, but it seems everyone that the light is one. Okay, so if I say remove something, it will not work. Remove something, it will not work. You see, it's not working. Now it's working. So these things is happening. So they my image ID, my ID style. So they are receiving the ID, get element by ID. So my image. Okay, if I change the name, it will not work as it is mismatching. It's not working because I have changed the ID. They're not finding the ID. So if I change it over here on once again, then it will work. So basically two different images are over here. One is bulb on image, another one is bulb off image. Two images are triggering two times, so based on my click. Okay, when I click on the light, what is happening? You see, turn on the light. When I click this on click triggers, and on click find the document get element by ID Shakil. So what is Shakil? This is Shakil. Okay, so it's getting the bulb of GIF. Okay, and similarly when I click the turn of the light on click triggers, and it's getting the ID Shakil, and it's doing accordingly. Okay, so this is happening over here. So basically this is the default image. So this is the default image. Okay, so when I click turn on the light, so turn on the light, this on click triggers, and it is finding the ID, it is getting the ID, and default image is changed by the light 1. So when I click, I am clicking, this on click will trigger, it will find the ID, it's getting the ID Shakil, and then default image will be changed by the bulb 1. So it's bulb 1. Similar way, when I am clicking turn off the light, what is happening? This on click triggers, and it's finding the document get element by ID Shakil, so it's getting Shakil, and instead of this default image or the current image, it will transfer to light of GIF. Okay, this is basically happening. So two images are triggering two times. So it's working like a magic to the normal users. But as a coder, you are knowing what is happening over here. Okay, so we got the JavaScript can change the HTML and CSS. It is recording, yes. Okay, so not only that, so we saw that JavaScript can change HTML elements attributes. So it can change the CSS also. So JavaScript can change the style of the HTML elements. HTML style CSS. Changing the style of HTML element, a variant of changing HTML attributes. So what is happening over here? When I click me, when I click over here, click me, change the style of the HTML. Then this on click triggers and it's finding the document get element by ID demo. It's getting the demo, and instead of this default p tag, its size is increasing. Okay, 35. So if I increasing the size 85, so it's the default image, default text. You see, this is the default text. Okay, style font size. Okay, so I'm saying once again what is happening over here. If you click me, this is click me, okay, then this on click triggers and it's finding the ID demo. So I'm changing the demo, say Shakil. So it will, nothing will happen is because they will not get the ID. So I'm changing the ID. So whenever he will get the ID, then it will change the font size 85 pixel. Okay, so 85. See, use it's large. So you can come over here and try what is happening over here. Okay, so I am saying once again, whenever you click on the click me, this is click me, this on click triggers and it's finding the ID. If it does not find the ID, nothing will happen. You see, nothing will happen, but it must have. It's getting the ID, yes, it's getting the ID. If you get the ID, it will change the CSS style. Okay, so it will increase the font size of 55 pixel. So I'm clicking, it's changing. So if I change say style color, so it's red. Let's see. You see, color is red. Color is becoming red. So you can apply any style over here. Okay. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. So HTML can hide the HTML element also. So it will hide the element. So what will happen if you click on the click me, this on click triggers, it's finding the ID demo. Yes, demo is here. Style display none. It will disappear. It will disappear. None. So if I instead of none, if I give block, it will not disappear. It's not disappearing. Okay, because I have given block over here. So it will none. It's none. It's going. So I can change the style. So again, I am saying when I click on click, this on click triggers, it's finding the ID demo and style display none. It will disappear. Okay, so JavaScript can show HTML element. So nothing is there. So if you don't understand, let me know. I will clarify it once again. Go to the next chapter. So where to JavaScript, where to the script tag. So you can You can connect JavaScript anywhere by the script tag. This is the script tag. Okay, so you can connect it inside body. Let's see. Okay, script tag in HTML, JavaScript is inserted between script and script tag. So this script tag is must. So two script tag. If you don't provide the script tag, it will not work. Okay, it will not work. You have to provide the script tag. Okay, old JavaScript examples may use type attribute. This is the old one. JavaScript functions and events. A JavaScript function is a block of JavaScript code that can be executed when called for. For example, function can be called when an event occurs, like when a user clicks a button. You will learn much more about functions about the body. So you can add JavaScript in the head or body also. You can place any number or script in HTML document. Script can be placed in body or in the head. So in the JavaScript head, you see they are adding script in the JavaScript head. This is the script inside head. Okay, this is the head. Previously it was inside the body. Previously it was inside the body. You see this is body. So you can insert it inside the head. You can include it in the body or head. External JavaScript. Okay, so I will show you when I will write code in the VS Code how you can insert this script or connect this scripts from other files. So external JavaScript, placing a script external file has some advantage. It separates HTML and code. It makes HTML and JavaScript easier to read and maintain. Cache JavaScript files can be speed up page loads. Cache JavaScript file can speed up page loads. So if you can cache it, it will increase the page load. Okay, external reference with the full URL, with the file path, without any path. So you can do it like that way. Okay, so they are adding it as a script inside body, the full path. The external uses a file path. You can use the file path also. You see this is the file path. I will show you later. No worries if you don't understand. Follow along the tutorial. Okay, now we will discuss about the output, JavaScript output. Okay, JavaScript display possibilities. JavaScript can display data in different ways, like inner HTML, document writing into the HTML output using document write, alert box, window alert, and browser console using console log. We'll discuss everything clearly. Okay, so using inner HTML to access an HTML element, JavaScript can use document get element by ID method, which we discussed earlier. The ID attribute defines the HTML element. The inner HTML property defines the HTML content. So what it is doing, you see this is the ID. So if I changing Shakil, it will 11. Okay, so if I change it, say 10 plus 6, it will be 16. So by inner HTML you're getting the output. Changing the inner HTML property of an HTML element is common way to display data in the HTML. So it has another way using document write. Okay, for testing purpose. It's only testing purpose. Okay, you should not use it frequently, only for testing purpose. Remember it. It's convention to use document write. So you use document write. If you change it, it will change 21. But here is a case over here. Using document write after the HTML document is loaded, and will delete the existing HTML element. So let's see document write. If we try it, it will disappear. So it has the drawbacks. Using document write after the HTML document is loaded. So it's not a good practice to write document write. Maximum time we will use console log. Okay, console log. This is very helpful and this is very important. Okay, console log. But for testing purpose, you can use document write. And the document write method should only be used for testing. So they are mentioning it. But this is very much important. Okay, console log. You can skip window keyword. In JavaScript, the window object is the global scope object. This means variable properties and methods by default belong to the window object. This also means that specifying the window keyword is optional. So it's coming in the window. Okay, alert window. So if I change it, it's coming 21. So this is window object. Okay, but this is very important. Using console log for debugging purpose, you can call the console log method in the browser to display the data. You will learn more about debugging the later. So this is console log. Okay, so you cannot see properly over here. So I am going to inspect. This is the console. So let bar name, my name is Shakil. So console.log name. So it's outputting Shakil. So this is console log. This is very, very, very important. You have to encounter these things frequently over time. This is very important. So this is console log and JavaScript print. JavaScript does not have any print object or print method. You can access output devices from the JavaScript. The only exception is that you can call the window print method in the browser to print the content of the current window. Okay, so it will not work. What will do, it will print the window page, so for the printing purpose. So it's not for JavaScript. So basically console log is very important, and window you can use an inner HTML. So most important is console log. Okay, so in the next chapter we will discuss about the statements. So now it's time to discuss about the statement. Okay, JavaScript statement. So statements, these are some statement you see. Statement means the instruction. JavaScript program is a list of statements to be executed by a computer. So this is the instruction. Statement means instruction. Okay, we'll discuss. They are discussing it in vast detail later. JavaScript programs. A computer program is a list of instructions to be executed by a computer in a programming language. These programming instructions are called statements. A JavaScript program is a list of programming statements. Okay. So list of programming statements. These are the statements. Okay. JavaScript statements are composed of values, operators, expressions, keywords, and comments. This statement tells the browser to write hello Dolly inside an HTML element with ID demo. Okay. So what is happening over here? They are calling demo ID, get element by ID demo, and saying to write hello Dolly or hello Shakil. Okay. So most JavaScript programs contain many JavaScript statements. These statements are executed one by one. So it's executing one by one after another. Okay. Okay. We'll understand very easily later. The statements execute one by one at the same order as they are written. JavaScript programs, JavaScript statements are often called JavaScript code. So statement and quotes are similar words. Okay, semicolon separate JavaScript statement, add semicolon at the end of this executable statement. So this is the semicolon. It's saying that this instruction or statement is finished. This instruction is finished. This instruction is finished. Okay. So these are the statements I'm saying over here. And if I say console.log C, and I see the output node index.js. So I'm getting 11. You see, so this is a statement or declaration or instructions. Okay, this is also same. This is also an instruction or a statement. So it's being separated by the semicolon. This is also a statement, this is also a statement, this is also a statement, and it's separating by the semicolon. Okay. That is saying, they are saying that when separated by semicolon, multiple statement in online are allowed. So you can use the multiple lines by semicolon. Say so I am writing multiple lines. Okay, multiple lines by separating the semicolon. As it is semicolon separated by semicolon, so it's not a problem to write multiple lines in single line. Okay, so console log C. So I am changing, I am giving it 15 and say 10. Node index.js. It's 25. Okay. So by semicolon, by separating semicolon, you can write in the same line. So when separated by semicolon, multiple statements on online are allowed. Okay, on the web, you might see examples without semicolons. Ending a statement with semicolon is not required, but highly recommended. Okay, JavaScript white space. JavaScript ignores multiple spaces. You can add white space to your script to make more readable the following. So JavaScript ignore multiple spaces. So it's not a big deal, or JavaScript doesn't bother about it whether you use the space or not. It's a good practice is to space around operators. So you should not give space over this declaration. Instead, you should good practice to space around operators. So we'll discuss about operators little bit later. So it's a good practice to give a space in between operators. Okay, JavaScript line length and line breaks. For better readability, programmers often like to avoid code length than 80 characters. So you should not write code more than 80 characters. You see, you should not write code 80 characters. You see, so it's the best practice. Okay. For best readability, if JavaScript statement does not fit on online, best practice to break it after an operator. So let's see. The best place to break a code line is after an operator or a comma. Okay, you should break the line. You should not make it messy or cumbersome. Okay. Okay, JavaScript code blocks. JavaScript statement can be grouped together by the curly brackets. Okay, this purpose of code block is to define a statement by executed together. On place you will find a statement grouped together in blocks in JavaScript function. So this curly braces is the block of code. Okay, the JavaScript statement can be grouped together code blocks inside curly brackets. So what is happening over here? You see, this is click me. This is click me. When I will click, this on click function will trigger, and it will trigger my function. So this is the my function. So it will trigger over here, and then it will call the demo1 and demo2 and print hello dolly and how are you. It will happen. So I am saying once again, when you click me, this on click will trigger and it will trigger my function, and inside the curly braces this codes will trigger, okay, and it will hello dolly and how are you. So JavaScript statement can be grouped together, so you can group together by curly braces. Okay, in this tutorial we use two spaces to indentation for code blocks. You will learn more about functions later in this. Okay, it's not instruction. JavaScript keywords. JavaScript statements often are start with keywords to identify the JavaScript action to be performed. Our reserved words reference list all JavaScript keywords. Here is the list. So these are the reserved keywords. You cannot use it. So bar means declare a variables. Let declare a block variable. We'll discuss bar more detail about bar, let, and const. If marks a block of statement to be executed on condition, switch marks a block of statement executed different cases. For marks block of statement to be executed in a loop, function declares a function, return exists a function, try implementing error handling to a block of statement. JavaScript keywords are reserved keywords. Reserved keywords cannot be used as names for variable. So these are the reserved keywords. You cannot use it for declaring a variable. Say bar if equal to 10. Okay, it will not work. It will throw an error because if is a reserved keyword in JavaScript. Okay, or I am saying let bar equal to shakil. It will not work also because bar is a reserved keyword. But if I give say bar name or my name equal to shakil, it will not throw any error. Console.log my name. Console.log my name. There is a spelling mistake over here. My name. Okay, console.log. So I am giving the error. There is a typo over here, so no worries. So if there is a mismatch, so it showed the error. So you cannot use the reserved keywords. If is a reserved keyword, bar is a reserved keyword, so you cannot use it for declaring variables or anything else. That is saying over here. Okay, and the next tutorial we will discuss about the syntax, comments, variables, let, const. So it will be a wonderful journey. Stay tuned, stay connected. If you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned. Thank you very much. Okay, now in this chapter we will discuss about the syntax. Okay, JavaScript syntax is the set of rules how JavaScript programs are constructed. Okay, how to create variables. Let's say bar x, let y. Say I am saying so bar name equal to Shakil. Okay, say bar is equal to 30. Okay, so I'm separating. So console.log name console.log is okay, not index.js Shakil and 30. So what it is saying, name is deprecated. So this code is showing problem, but it's outputting what we are seeking. How to use variables xy, let xy. So JavaScript values. So this is very simple. You can declare variables. So what is variable? Basically, JavaScript values. JavaScript syntax define two types of values: fixed values and variable values. Fixed values are called literals. Variables values are called variables. So literals, JavaScript literals. The two most important syntax rules for fixed values are: numbers are written with or without decimals. Strings are, so these are the fixed values are called literals. So what are literals in JavaScript? I have asked the DeepSeek. It says in JavaScript, literals are fixed values that are directly written in the source code. They represent data that is not stored in the variable but is used as is. JavaScript supports several types of literals, including numeric literals, say integer literals, floating point literals, hexadecimal literals, binary literals, octal literals, string literals. So double quote, this is the string inside the comma, okay? Template literals, this is template literals. We'll use it frequently in the React, okay? Boolean literals is true or false, okay? Array literals, this is the array notation. Empty array literals, object literals, object, regular expression literals, ABC, template literals. This is very much used in React, okay? Multi-line template literals, null literals, undefined literals. So fixed numbers are literals. So literals in JavaScript are a way to represent fixed values directly in your code. They are used to define data types like number, string, boolean, array objects, and more without needing to explicitly create variable or objects. Okay, these are literals. If you don't understand, let me know. I will give you an explanatory video. JavaScript literals, so we discuss variables. So in programming language, variables are used to store data. So I am storing data, my name, my age. So these are the variables, okay? So in programming language, variables are used to store data values. JavaScript uses keywords, bar, let, const to declare variables. An equal sign is used to assign values to variables. In this example, x is defined as variable, then x is assigned value 6. So this is storing the values, or okay, so this is a variable, it's storing values. Okay, this is very simple. JavaScript operators. JavaScript use arithmetic operators to compare values. So plus, minus, multiple, and divided. So JavaScript use assignment operator to assign values. So if you don't use assignment operator, this is assignment operator. I mean x equal to 5, y equal to 6. This is the assignment operator. In JavaScript is used to assign values to variable. So you are assigning values. It varies. You can assign any values. That's why it's variable. JavaScript expressions. An expression is a combination of value, variables, and operators which computes to a value. The computation is called an evaluation. For example, 5 into 10 evaluates to 50. So this is the evaluation. Expression can also contain variable values. Okay, this is x, I mean 5 into 10. Instead of x, if you get 5 into 10. So if I change it, say 6 and x, it will be 60. So it's containing the values, and it's variable, it's changing, it can change. Okay, the values can be various types such as number and string. So JavaScript compute to values. So you can store the string also in the variable. JavaScript keywords. JavaScript keywords is used to identify actions to be performed. Let keywords tell browser to create a variable. So let and bar both are creating variables, but they have the subtle differences. So we'll discuss it later. Bar keyword also tells browser to create a variables. In this example, using bar or let will produce the same result. You will learn more about bar in this later in this chapter. Okay, so bar and let are used to create the variables. Say these are same. say bar name Shakil, let age 30. Okay, and I am console logging console.log name console.age. So I am using different protocols. For one is bar, another is bar, both are variable. Okay, declaring variable. And this is also for declaring variable. Okay. So both bar and letters doing serving the same purpose, but they have the subtle differences. I will discuss it later. So JavaScript comments. Not all JavaScript statements are executed. Code after double slashes or between is treated as a comment. Comments are ignored and it will not be executed. Okay, so say I am commenting it, so it will not execute. So as there is an age, so I am commenting it also. Or you can give this sign also, this symbol or protocol. Say it is also a comment. Okay, so note index.js Shakil. So this is the comment. Okay, JavaScript identifiers or names. So identifier JavaScript names. Identifiers are used to name variables and keywords. The rule for legal names are the same as the most programming language. JavaScript must begin with. So you cannot whimsically do anything. You have to start your variables by this a letter, a dollar sign, or an underscore. Subsequent characters may be letter, digit, or underscore dollar signs. The numbers are not allowed as first character in the name. This way, JavaScript can easily distinguish identifiers from the numbers. Okay, so say I am giving bar 10 name. It will provide an error. It's giving error. Variable declare expected. Okay, or bar 10 equal to Shakil. It will not work also. It's giving error. So you cannot start with unexpected number. So you cannot start with, so numbers are not allowed as the first character in the names. So you can not start, but if you it is the finishing or at the end, it will work, I think. So note index.js. Still it's the have to provide the name 10. Note index.js. So Shakil. So you cannot give number at the first letter prefix, so you can use it as a suffix that it is saying. So these are the protocol. So these are JavaScript is a distinguish identifier. So JavaScript is a case sensitive. So JavaScript is case sensitive also. So last name. These are different. Okay. Say both are last name, but it's case sensitive. So console.log last name, console.last name. Let's see, both are last name, but it will give different output. Sorry, node index.js. So Doe and Peterson. can you differentiate? This is last name and this is also last name, but this is a case sensitive. So this is the alphabet, large character, but this is the lower character. Okay, so this will differentiate two things. So this is case sensitive. Okay, variable last name and first name, two different variables. JavaScript are not case sensitive. Okay, JavaScript does not interpret late or late. You have to provide late, not late or late. JavaScript and camel case. So historically, programmers have used different ways to joining multiple words into variable names, but you cannot do like that. You cannot use hyphens. Instead, you can use underscore. You can use upper camel case or lower camel case. Okay. So I want to show you that you cannot declare like that. It will provide an error. Say last name, first name. So it's providing error. You see, name is deprecated. So it will not work. So you have to maintain this protocol. You can use underscore. Say, if I can use it, it will not show any error. First name. See, there is error over here. Okay, so you have to maintain this protocol. So you can use first letter upper camel case or lower camel case. Okay. So JavaScript character set. JavaScript uses Unicode character set. So this is the Unicode. It's not that much important over here. So no more today. If you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned. You will be the master, novice to ninja, and this is the one-stop solution for JavaScript tutorial. We will cover everything. Okay, everything means everything. So if you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned. Stay connected. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, now we'll discuss about the comments. Previously, we discussed about the comments. JavaScript comments can be used to explain JavaScript codes and make it more readable. Single line comments. We have discussed it earlier. This is single line comment and double line comment. Single line comment before is bold line. So let's see. Again, I am saying, say I have two lines over here. So if I comment it, it will not give any output over here. Okay. So this is the single line comment, and I can use it like that way also. This is also comment, so it will not work. JavaScript will not read it. Okay, so I have discussed it earlier, no problem. Okay, these are the common multi-line comments, and any text between will be JavaScript. So this is very easy, so nothing to be serious over here. So JavaScript variables are contains for storing data. I have discussed it earlier a little bit. Again, I am discussing it once again. JavaScript variables can be declared in 4 ways: automatically, using bar, using let, using const. So we used bar and let several times. In this past example, undeclared variables, they are automatically declared. So this is automatically. So we have not used any bar or let, even though we are getting the result. So they are taking it automatically. If it considered good programming practice to always declare variable we could use. From the examples, you can guess x is to variable 5, y is to variable 6. So using bar. So I am using bar over here. So we are getting the same output. Bar keyword used in JavaScript code from 1995 to 2015. The let and const keywords are added to JavaScript 2015. The bar keyword should only be used in code written older browser. Examples using late. So in bar, const and late, it has some subtle differences. No worries, I will discuss it later. Okay, so example using const, using late. So late 5 and 6, it's giving output 11, and const, same output. But why const? Why var? Why late? I'm discussing it a little bit later. So we can use const bar late. Okay, the two variables price and price added to the const keywords. These are variables, cannot be changed. So you cannot change the const variables. So I have an example over here. Let's say we have pi 3.14. So if I try to change it something, say 4 point something, okay, and try to console log. I'm commenting it, show it later. So if I console log and try to console log pi, so not index clear, not index.js. So I'm getting error. What kind of error? As it is const, so I cannot change. Error, cannot reassign. But it will not create problem for late or var. Okay, if I so I am reassigning it or redeclaring it, and I am redeclaring it over here also. So const is creating problem. You see, assignment error, cannot, pi cannot be changed. Okay, assignment to constant variables, assignment to, so you cannot reassign. But in if I use late or bar, I can reassign. You see, there is a counter, and I am reassigning it counter once again, and there is a name bar, there is a name bar once again, so I am reassigning it. So not index dot, yeah, so it's giving no error and giving the output. I mean, it was initially 0, but it's changing, so it's mutating. So not immutable, it's muted. So I'm getting Bob, same variable, I'm getting Bob. But if I use const, so it cannot be reassigned, but late and bar, it can be reassigned. So it has the cons also, but I will discuss it later. But what I want to show you, that if you use const, you cannot reassign, but if you use late and bar, you can reassign. So that they are telling. So always declare variables when to use bar late or const. Always use const if the value should not be changed. So we cannot change it. I have shown you. Always use const if the type should not be changed. Array and object. Always use late if you cannot use const, or only use bar if you must support the old browsers. So it was late and const was introduced to JavaScript in after 2015. Okay, so it's like an algebra. So just like an algebra, variable hold values. It's just like algebra, variables used in expressions. The example you can guess, total calculated to be 11. JavaScript identifier. JavaScript variables must be identified with unique names. These unique names are called identifiers. Identifiers can short names like XY or more descriptive age, sum, total volume. The general rule for constructing a name variable unique identifiers are name can contain letters, digit, underscore, and dollar signs. Name must be with a letter. So these are the convention. Okay, you have to follow it. So name can also be begin with dollar sign. You can use dollar sign. Names are case sensitive. Reserved words like JavaScript keywords cannot be used as names. So this assignment operator, JavaScript use equal sign to assign assignment operators, not an equal to operator. This is different from algebra. In JavaScript, however, it makes perfect sense. It assigns the value 5 to x, it calculates the value x plus and puts the result into increment by 5. The equal to operator is written like in JavaScript. This is equal to operator. So we will discuss a bit more detail about the operators. So the JavaScript data types. JavaScript variables can hold number likes 100 and text like string. In programming, text values are called text strings. JavaScript can handle many types of data, but for now, we'll discuss data types a little bit later, but just remember this number and string. Strings are written inside the double quotes, so it is written inside the double quotes. But if it is number, you don't need to have any double quotes. If you put a number in quotes, it will treat it as a text string. Declaring JavaScript variables, you can use bar or let. After the declaration, the variable has no value. Technically, it is undefined. So if you don't declare, to assign a value to the variable, the equal sign, you can also assign a value to the variable when you declare it. So if you don't declare, say there is no declaration over here, so it will be undefined. Okay, it is good programming practice to declare all variables at the beginning of the script. On a statement, many variables, so you can use only let on time or bar on time to declare many variables. Okay, so I'm declaring on variable. On a statement, different variables. So there is a person, there is a car name, there is a price, and if you can console log, you will get the expected output. Yeah, so on a statement, different variables can span multiple lines, value equal to undefined. So there is no let car name, so it has no value, so it's becoming undefined. In computer program, variables are often declared without a value. The value can be something that has to be calculated or something that will be provided later, like user input. A variable declared without a value will have the value undefined. The variable car name will have the undefined after the execution of the statement. Redeclaring JavaScript variables. If you redeclare a JavaScript variables declared with, it will not lose its value. The variable car name will not have the value Volvo after the execution. So it will not lost its value. Say car name. Console log car name. Volvo. So it will not lost its value though it is redeclared. So we cannot redeclare let or const. These will not work. So if I redeclare it, say so it will give only you can redeclare variable if it is bar, but in let it's giving problem. Cannot redeclare block script variables car name. So it will not work. JavaScript arithmetics, as like algebra, you can do arithmetic with JavaScript using this is all. This is summation. You can also add a string, but string will be concatenated. It's joining together. Okay, John Doe. If you don't use it, so it's a number. So you need to concate. So you can concate. The result of adding Doe is okay. It's concatenating. So you can also add a string, but string will be concatenated, it's concatenation, it's adding together. Okay, and also try this. So can you guess what will be the output? It You can guess it will be 5 plus 2 7 10, but it will 55 because this 5 will considered as a string, as it is wrapped by the curly braces, wrapped by the comma. Okay, so the result of is 523. No, it's not adding. Also try this. It will not add as the string. You can also add a string to be string will be concatenated. You can also add a string, but the string will be concatenated. If you use a string at the first, every rest of the things will be considered as a string. So if you put a number in a quote, the rest of the numbers will be treated. Yeah. If you put a number in quotes, the rest of the numbers will be treated as a string. So if you use it first time, then the rest everything will be considered as a string and concatenated, treated as a string and concatenated. But it will be 55. But if you use number first without quotation, it will be considered as a this will considered as a string. So you can see the difference. This is very important. If you use it string the first time, when it is a string, if you wrap it by quote, then it will become a string. Okay, so if it is in the prefixed or first time, rest things will be considered as a string. But if it is at the last, then 2 will be added and it will be concatenated. Concatenation means joining. So I will discuss concatenation a little bit later. Okay, JavaScript dollars. So since JavaScript treated dollars, so dollar will work. So this is valid, but you should not use it. Using the dollar sign is not very common in JavaScript, but professional programmers often use it as an alias of the main function in JavaScript library. In the JavaScript library, jQuery for instances, okay, and JavaScript underscore. Since JavaScript treats underscore as a letter, identifier contents are valid variable names. So you can use underscore also. It will not create any problem. Okay, using this underscore is not very common in JavaScript, but a convention among professional programmers is to use it in the alias. Okay, this is all about variables, but we will discuss for more detail about concatenation and let bar and const differently separately. Okay, so if you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned. Thank you very much.